Hello, it's Jeffrey with Real Nifty Vintage and I'm back with another haul video. Today I have an auction haul for you. I haven't been to a good auction in a very long time, so I have a table full to show you with that. Not the best day, I will say, but let's take a look. All right, so I spent about $60 in total. We were there for about 3 hours. I think they still had another hour to go, but I was done. I was just done paying their prices. This particular auctioneer, I haven't gone to his stuff very often, if not maybe 2 times at the most. And it was in another town that I usually don't go to. So the way that they do their bidding is they start everything at $2.50 and the next bid up is another $2.50. So it goes from $2.50 to $5 to $7.50 to $10 to $12.50. That's how they do it. Whereas most of the auctions I go to, if not all of them, start with $1. Or they'll start with $5 and then go down to $2 and then $1. And it goes up in dollar increments. These people, they want $2.50 increments. So that alone is not a great sign, I guess you want to put it that way. Okay, so starting back here, I did manage to buy these 10s. The sun is being obnoxious, so it's hard to see, but I bought this selection here of 10s. Here's my ticket, $2.50. I bought it because of this one, really. I thought it was kind of cute. So it's red and white, but kind of like a creamish color. So to me, it kind of has this 40s or 50s vibe. I thought it would look really cool in the 50s theme booth that I'm going to be doing very soon. Hopefully within the next 4 weeks, we can get going on it. But I bought it because of this tin, but there's also this one here. It's a Calumet tin baking powder with this Indian on it. Very cool. So that's included. So is this Dutch Masters tin. This limited edition Ritz Crackers tin. You know, it's not terribly old, but there it is. And then this Maxwell House Reproduction 1892 tin with the sticker on the bottom, and it's full of stuff. I guess coffee. So I expect to sell the 10 for $5, this big one here for between $5 and $8, this one here for about the same, this one here for about $5. And as far as those two are concerned, I have no clue. They might just be donated. The Ritz Crackers one, I think I might give it a shot in the booth. Maxwell House, nah, not feeling that one. So there it is. I spent $2.50. Over here, I am excited about this. These are some really cool enamelware saucepans. I paid $10 for these. There was another, I think maybe 2 people bidding up against me. So I bought them because of the color. This is sort of a robin's egg blue. Then we have a mint green, and the condition is really good. And this one here is sort of a pastel, pretty pastel pink. And this one here, sort of a traditional granite gray sponge looking type design. So I'm going to put these in the new 50s theme booth, which means they'll just go in my storage room until that time comes. But I expect to sell them each for about $10. So that's, I don't know, maybe $30 profit minus the fees I pay. I don't know, so it's like $25, let's say. But anyway, I'm expecting to put these on the wall like this, sort of hang them on the wall on the pegboard. I think that would look really cool. Don't have a lot in the way of like wall things, so that'll be fun to hang on the wall. So yeah, I paid up for those a little bit. I also bought these cars. I need to sit down because I do. Okay, so I bought these cars. I was not really excited about these in particular, but there were some other Corvettes, some 1950s styles that did go for about $20 a piece. They were in this larger size, but it's Franklin Mint. And this one is a 1988. And then we have this little guy right here. And it is a 1953 Chevy Bel Air. So I like this one. I might hang on to it if it doesn't do too well on eBay. Unfortunately, I did not get the car that I really wanted. There was a really nice 1950s blue. It was a, what do you call that? It was a Corvette, but it was blue and had like a white, sort of a bullet shape down the side. Really awesome. And then there was another one in white. It was like a cream with, it was like cream with like a red interior or something. Oh, but anyway, they went for $20 a piece and I wasn't feeling that. So I bought these two for $7.50. This one here will sell on eBay for about $15 on a good day. I'm gonna price it at that and hope for the best. It also came with this little can koozie. I don't know. There was a lot of this racing stuff there. A lot of race car stuff like this in these die casts, and maybe in the little ones and the packages. And there was like a whole family there. You could tell they were into that thing because they had racing shirts on and they were bidding for all that stuff. But I managed to get these two as sort of a consolation prize, so to speak. But yeah, there we are. Back here we have some enamelware pieces, or granite. I bought both of these for $12.50, more than I wanted to spend because these aren't really great examples of this stuff. This piece here definitely shows wear on the spout. Right in here, someone had painted it to repair it a little bit, but it had chipped off quite a bit. The color's pretty though, and I think still as it is, I can sell it for this one for about $12, maybe a little bit more in the booth. So that's a booth item. Same as this. This one's just in a regular white enamel, better shape, of course, and I expect to sell it for about $12 for that one too. So really, in this case, I'm gonna double my money maybe. Not the best, but I'm not able to buy this kind of stuff a lot. There's a lot of collectors of this around here, and they really snatch it up. So I can't really sink my teeth into anything like that and really go for it. Just because I don't know the market. I don't know what makes what colors more collectible than others, and I think it really depends on the collector that happens to be at the auction and all of that. So really, it's really hit or miss with that kind of stuff, that primitive, antique-y kitchenware. Okay, so back over here, I did spend up a little bit on this stuff. I paid $7.50. Not a terrible price considering what I have here when you look at it. This one glass right here alone is worth about $14 online, minus shipping. So let's just say $9. I made my money back right there. Good. Then moving forward, we have these really neat holly glasses. Holly and berry with this fun white snow stuff on it. Holly glasses, Christmas glasses, anything like this, they don't sell very easily, I will say, and they don't sell for much when they do. But this is a set of 8. I really enjoy them. So I'm probably going to hang on to them for a bit, maybe try to find a carrier for them, and that'll of course help the saleability, is that a word, of these. So awesome. But what I really bought all this stuff for was the smalls here. I thought they were so adorable. Nothing here in particular is really jumping out at me except this little guy right here, and it reminds me sort of a Keebler elf or a pixie, but it's like a little tea, cannot speak at all today. It's a tea cup, marked Japan, really cute. I'm hoping by itself this will go for about $15 at least, so we'll take a look online and see what this is doing. But there's also these little pink miniatures here, little vases. Then there's some stone blue, some blue grayish color ones, and then we have these little floral ones here, also Japan type. We have a little dog, also Japan. Bulldog. Whoops, I'm covering his face up. He's really cute. So this sort of stuff, I'm gonna see about putting it in the booth. We have like a little bird here, individual bud vase, another little bird here, a blue and white vase. These are a pair of bunnies. They're really cute too. Oh, looky there, Occupy Japan. Occupy Japan stuff, I mean, obviously it has a definitive date and you can know exactly when they were made, or you know, the time frame, but I don't know if there's much of a following, as you know, towards the stuff as you might think or you might be led to believe. Yes, people do collect Occupy Japan pieces, but it's not just a blanket statement that if it says Occupy Japan, you're going to make bank with it. It's just not the market right now. I think that even being an Occupy Japan piece, this little guy here will go for maybe at the most $8 to $10. So there he is. I think it's an adorable one. That said, I've sold just regular straight to Japan pieces for well over $8 to $10. Well over. It just depends on the subject. I have a little cat here. This one reminds me of like an Anchor Hawking type of a, it's not, but it just reminds me of Sereno, this texture. Anyways, and then this is adorable. I love this little teacup with the parrot. It's bone china, Japan, really nice. And it's chip free, free. Okay, so that's the little miniatures there. All right, and now this sort of thing here is, I guess, where I'm really gonna make my money. I did spend $20 on this flat, and I did it with the knowledge of one thing in particular saving the day, and that is this little statue right here. It is onyx. See it shimmer in the light? How pretty is that? I have sold an onyx piece like this, and it sold for about $30 or $40 by itself. So I'll price this one similarly, if not maybe a little bit more, since the other one had it sold so well. And that was a very long time ago, maybe 2 years ago, very early with my reselling. So this is a really good piece. And then also, to pay for the entire box, we have a little Francoma dish right here. Francoma Christmas 1956. It's like in a 4-leaf clover. This sells for about $20, if not a tiny bit more. Francoma. So that's neat. And then another cool thing I found in here is this pitcher here. There's a big pitcher and then there's a little pitcher. Not sure of the relevance, why they're, I don't understand exactly what's going on with them, but this is actually neat because it says IGA, and it is older. It's Japan. You can see the Japan sticker peeking out right on the top where it says total price. And here's the full sticker. So there it is, Japan. This is probably from the from the 60s or very early 70s. But it's awesome. IGA is Independent Grocers Association, and they are a small chain of drugstores. I'm not sure are totally up on their history. Maybe they're not a small chain anymore. You know how everything is, that where people get bought out and all that. But I like to pretend and think that they're still a small home-owned, that's not a word, family-owned thing. Oh, brother. Oh, anyways, moving on to the rest of this, we have an Olympia beer salt and pepper shaker in this amber glass. That's cool. We'll look those up. Then we have some Budweiser salt and pepper shakers. I've sold these before. They're not that old. The ones I've sold before even had the paper box, the original paper box. And they sold for, I think, like $8 or $8 or $10. We have some Vest bottles here. These are cool. So we'll look those up, see what they do. And then these, I'm not sure what they are. They're confusing me. They look like they would hold a candle, but it would have to be a very wide candle. If so, there's a screw showing. It's not a very flat bottom. So I don't know what's going on with those. Then we have a composition or concrete, I'm not sure. It's a pig. Really interesting though, isn't it? That bottom. If anybody happens to know about that, I'm very curious what's going on with this. Okay, and then we have a little decoration thing. Not really quite sure what the point of that is. And then I believe this is for a radish. You dip a radish in there. So that's that. Then we have maybe another one. I think that's for a radish as well. It's too short to be a toothpick holder. It's too short to be a shot glass. It's not the right shape to be an eyeglass wash. It's too small to be an egg cup. It's like a game. Okay, and then there's this little one here, but I believe this is supposed to have a lid to it, I think. It might have been a vessel of some sort to hold a cream or a polish or something, I don't know. And then we have a toothpick guy here, little vase thing, a scoop. It says Good Housekeeping on it. So that's old. Old enough. These are cool. They are Coca-Cola bottles, little miniature bottles. Thought that was neat. I haven't really looked these over quite well enough. There's a logo on the bottom and I can't make it out. Oh, is that an L for Libby? No, it's a C. Oh, these are really cool. Lucky Strike. So, little inside thing here. Erin's mom came over and I was showing her this stuff and she was telling me about it when she was growing up. You know, she's in her, I think she's like 74. And she was telling us how when she was young, the game used to be when you were walking down the street, you would come across to one of those old Lucky Strike paper. They were just paper. They weren't like boxes like today's cigarettes. They were more of that cushy paper. And you'd find one that somebody chucked out the window, an empty carton, and you would step on it. And that was the game. Thought that was funny. It's kind of like kicking the can down the road. But these are metal, Lucky Strike cigarettes. And we have a Camel one, and then I think one more Lucky Strike right there. So I'm not sure what the market is on this Tabacania. That's a word that I'm mispronouncing. Tabacania, I think. I don't know. Tobacco collectors. I wonder what that's like. I don't know. And then we have here a shaving mug, milk glass, big old chip missing off the bottom. It's really cool. Look, his butt's peeking out there. It might be lead. And we have this guy here. And then we have his little homely wife right here. There she is. We have this Merry Christmas. Thought that was super cute. Bone china. Oh, it's upside down. Why do they do that? Germany. They put made in and then Germany. This little girl here, made in Japan. She's just like a little vase. A little brown. It's a Japan piece. So all in all, I did pretty good. This is a very long video. I'm going to crop this down because I got carried away. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.